Hello traders, and welcome to another educational video brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. This is the Market Open Preview brought to you every trading day before the London Open. Friday, May 16th, 2014. How's it going, traders? The end of week has finally arrived, and what a, boring week in the trading markets. Not a lot going on. A couple of days of news, and that was about it. So we're going to look at some news, we're going to look at some charts, and we're going to basically end our Market Open Preview for the week. Alright traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator, and thank you for being here. We're glad you're here, and I'm really glad I'm here. I've been trading the Forex market since 2006, and in 2008 I retired from the Fire Rescue Department in the great state of Florida, down in West Palm Beach. So I retired, got on a big bird 9 days later, came to Thailand for a vacation, and never went back. Traders, I started full-time in 2008 trading the Forex markets in retirement, and it's been an awesome second career. I love what I do, traders. This is not a job. This is an adventure. This is a pleasure. And I love coming to my computers and looking at charts, analyzing the markets, and taking trades, and just doing what I do. I love what I do, and I hope you do too. So that's just a little bit about me. So let's get to the news, but before that, let's jump over to the legal stuff. This is the risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets or any other markets you might be trading. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, if you are using your living expenses to trade, please rethink what you're doing. Sit back and open a demo account and trade that until you can trade the Forex markets financially sound and stress-free. That's the main thing, stress-free. You don't want any stress worrying about money when you're trading. All right, traders, let's move over to the news. We have a very light news day on this Friday. Basically, nothing in the London markets today. We basically have, in the New York markets, we have building permits and we have housing starts. And that's all we have today for news. So news is extremely, extremely light. So if you would, let's get to the charts today. And we have two currency pairs we're going to take a look at. One is one of our new ones and one is a very old one. So let's take a peek at what we got. All right, this is the Euro New Zealand, and this is the daily chart. And you can see by the trend line I put in there, we're in a bearish mode here on the Euro New Zealand, and we're looking for sell trades, and that is my bias off of the daily chart. If you're trading the daily chart, you're just waiting for this pullback, maybe back to that trend line, maybe back to the previous high, and look for a bullish candlestick formation and take it short. A couple of ways you can look at this chart to do it, and you can really get kind of interesting in your trading if you're trading the daily chart. But right now, this is not the place to enter the trade. You want to see this pull back a lot, at least to the trend line. All right, traders, let's move over to the 1 hour chart. This is the 1 hour chart. This is being recorded approximately 2 hours before the London Open. So I placed that trend line in there, giving you a second option how to get into this trade. My original thought process was, let's get a pullback to the 200 exponential moving average at 1.5925, and then we'll take that back, or in that area, you know. And then I saw that I had a legitimate trend line, and a legitimate trend line is 3 touches. And I saw that, and I said, well, let's do that. Let's put the trend line, and if we get a close below the trend line before the London Open, and then a retest of the trend line, we can take that to the short. Remember, we want to sell at resistance and buy at support. So I wouldn't just take this blindly to the downside if it broke the trend line. It has to give me a retest, which would quantify that the trend line is now resistance, and that's what we want. I have a couple of concerns. One of them is, look at your Williams percentage indicator. on the bottom of the chart, and it's to the downside. Also, your MACD is now back at the 0 line and heading down aggressively. So, there's some things we just have to watch with this, and I understand indicators are lagging, and I agree, but price action is the ruler, so we just have to keep an eye on price action, watch the trend line, see if we can get a pullback to the 200 EMA. That would be nice, and then maybe we can take that for the short. You can see why I have the take profit area. The reason I picked that area is because if you look left of the chart, one, it's the bottom Bollinger Band. Two, it shows we supported that area and where price action has responded in the past. So that is why I took my take profit signal down there. All right, let's move over to the 15-minute chart and see what we have, traders. Okay, basically we have the same situation here, only that we want this to break below the 200 exponential moving average, give us a retest, and then we can take it short. So we want to close below 1.5846, get a retest of the 200. Traders, it can be one candle. We just want some kind of a retest, get a bearish candle, and then take the short. Let's look at our MACD. MACD is right at the 0 line. Williams percent indicator is down at the bottom. It's a little scary, but that's okay. We just have to watch that close. If we start to see that turn, we might have to wait. So there's a couple of ways we can get into this Euro New Zealand, and one is on the hourly, one is on the 15-minute. So I think we have some good stuff here. We're just going to have to watch it. And the reason I picked the Euro New Zealand, my friends, is this pair trades over 120 pips average daily. So this is something I like to look at. I like to look at trading currency pairs that move at a minimum of 85 pips a day, 80 to 85 pips a day. I don't want to be trading currency pairs that are moving 50 and 60 pips a day. The probability of being successful is a lot less, right? All right, traders, let's go to the next currency pair, which is an old dog in the barn. There we go. This is the dollar yen, and this is the daily chart. And traders, we are in a down bearish trend at the moment. And if you expanded this daily chart, it looks to me like we might have a change of trend here. Going to be interesting when we come back after our weekend break where the current candle is for today's trading. If that closes above that 200 exponential moving average, that's going to be very interesting. If it closes below it, that's telling me we're in a change of trend and we'll have to watch that. But right at the moment, my bias is for bearish trades. But you can see on the daily chart, we have a 200 exponential moving average right there, which could hinder that. All right, so here's our 1 hour chart, and I have to tell you the truth, traders, I do not trade the dollar yen. I use the dollar yen as a tool, basically using the dollar versus the yen strength and weakness, so I don't trade this per se as entering into trades looking for pips, but I do use it as a tool. So if you do trade it, and a lot of traders do, we want to see this pullback. We don't want to be taking this at current price because it's at support. So we want to see this pullback. You can see where my arrow is to the downside and the price there. That's the area we want, that white box. And then we want to take it down to our take profit area, which is the 161.8. Where's our stop? Our stop is right below 101.91. I put it at 101.81, and that would be our stop, and that would be it. Just, if it goes bad, get out, right? That's the key to trading success, is money management. If your trade's going against you and it's going bad, get out, traders. All right, let's go over to the 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. Again, we're looking at that trend line. Did another trend line here. Same situation as we had on the Euro New Zealand. Look at this. It's down now below the trend line. Let's get a retest, and we can take that short, or let's see if we can get this to pull back as close to that 200 exponential moving average at 101.766, and then take it short. Again, look at your Williams percent indicator. It's at the bottom, and I'm worried that this is going to turn to the other side, and I'm really not wanting to enter a short trade if that makes a turn. So a lot to look at today, traders, in our two currency pairs. Remember, traders, it is Friday. We do have the possibility at session ends, whether it's the Asia session, the London session, or the New York session, that people are going to be squaring their positions, getting out of the market for the end of week break, and price can move in the opposite direction as people take their positions off the table. So please be aware of that and protect your positions, and maybe you're one that's going to close out your position for the end of the week, and that would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, traders, on behalf of myself and FXCL Excellence in Trading, I thank you very much for joining us this week, every day, with the Market Open preview before the London Open. Enjoy your end of week break, traders, and thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Take care, traders, and remember, the Friday wrap-up will be up and running after the New York Open today. Take care, traders. Bye-bye.